y la cosa se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi vena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena. Esta fiesta nadie la frena. Sin parar. Porque traímos bombas para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bombas para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta a mi generación y acuéstate en el asiento.
We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays.
If I want it, I better find a place to hide. Better get walking.
Blue Jays baseball is next.
Keep my life, baby, shoot.
Hyun-Jin Ryu is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He will lead this one off today. Ryu looks in, first pitch on its way. And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball one.
First pitch, 107.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now.
Well, you always get a sense of the umpire's strike zone, usually early on in a game, and that's normally a pretty good clue. Second pitch of the game, and it's already looking like a tight zone.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
The 3-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. And that misses ball four. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Nate Lowe digging in now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll enter play here at an even 250. A dozen home runs and 41 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with two strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Adolis Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 258 the average to begin play. 21 homers, 57 runs batted in. The 0-1 delivery. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about this steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat and mouse game continues on.
Here comes Ryu, 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Now into the box, Joey Gallo, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming, here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Over to first, Ryu. And another throw over. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Kolby Allard is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And there's a base hit on the line. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Semien on at first, nobody out. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 32 now for the season. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugouts because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 6 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. A dozen home runs and 51 runs batted in. Fly ball right down the line in left. White is in his tracks now. And that's out number 2.
Batting 6. The right fielder.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Look, man, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Fouled off. 261 the average coming into action here. 16 homers and 60 runs batted in. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Here's Joey Gallo now.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Might have been ball 3 there, but he couldn't resist trying to pull that thing.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate now, number 6. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Eli White. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 delivery. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the second deck and gone. And good for him. Eli White has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Ryu has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
That'll bring in Nick Solak. First pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's Blue Jays 3 and the Rangers 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1 home. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Santiago Espinal. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1-2, here it comes. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
No one on with one down, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. Now the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. So the next at bat will be Marcus Semien. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hit.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien, number 23 for him thus far, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Bo Bichette.
The shortstop.
So watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Skied into straightaway right. On the run is Dahl. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We've Played 2 full. Toronto leads this one 5-2. Stepping up is Charlie Culberson, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 1 out, nobody on. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So next to bat will be Nate Lowe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Jays are out in front, 5-2.
We're just about set to go here as the Blue Jays come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that has really been productive this year. They entered the day leading the league in round trippers, and talking with some of their players before the game, they said they know home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they try to focus or rely on. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit and not trying to do too much, the rest will take care of itself. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, and he wasn't fooled at all by the changeup last time. Kept his hands back and absolutely destroyed that ball. So I got to think he's not going to see a changeup in this scenario right here.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. To 2-2 now. On a line, that's a base hit. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Stepping in for the Jays, George Springer. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball, dude.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball foul down the left side. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Guerrero on third. Springer stands at second. No outs. And it's fouled away. Weak grounder back to the mound. Bends down and he barehands it. Well, that was a big-time stab, and that probably saved a run, but the bases will be loaded despite the great effort.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Taylor Hearn is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
It's gonna be a cold summer, no slumber, always on the grass, I'm trying to phone number.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Down the left field line and deep. And foul. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 home.
Hey, having AB right here, I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. There's Kiner Falefa to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Rangers 2. Now it'll be Adolis Garcia, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-1 the count. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ryu steps into his windup, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Joey Gallo waits on deck. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Gallo is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
To the plate now, number 6. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Fouled away. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Next to hit, Eli White. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. It's such a good feeling as a hitter when you know you're picking up the secondary stuff right out of the pitcher's hands.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Count is 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They still trail here at 6-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Santiago Espinal comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Santiago Espinal.
Here's the pitch.
0-1.
2-0 now. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
High and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Boy, this one got ugly early. They were looking to get some innings out of the starting rotation. That didn't happen in this one, lasting only 2 innings. A lot of outs yet to get from this bullpen.
First pitch on the way. Danny Jansen is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Fouled off. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And that one got a piece of him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Before the 0-2, a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Semien, the runner at first with 2 gone. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Now back, first baseman.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two men are on with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. They lead it 6-2.
Just like Vegas in the sun.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off the Texas.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, David Dahl. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ryu gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And he misses there. 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
In now, Nick Solak. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Struck out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. First offering. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa stands in as he looks at a called strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
The first baseman, Nate Lowe.
At the plate, Nate Lowe. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Kiner-Falefa leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. In for a strike, it's 1-1. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Up next, Adolis Garcia. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 down, runners at first and second. A little bouncer. And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
He loses him on ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Next to dig in, number 6. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
First pitch coming, here it is. The 1-0. Slow roller out to short. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Chopper to short. There's Connor Falefa, 1 away. Next, it'll be Teoscar Hernandez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch.
0-1.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. From the stretch, and it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Taylor Saucedo takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. At the plate now is Eli White. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Good battle, count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Therefore it is Guerrero, and that's the first out.
The batter, the right fielder.
David Dahl to the plate now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Next, it'll be Nick Solak. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball well outside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette's got it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Weird still tied 6-6. And stepping in, Santiago Espinal. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So 1 gone now in the inning, and with that, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you get a look there at where the Rangers stand entering play. Now to the plate, Danny Jansen. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Hard hit at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. This game remains tied at 6.
It ain't no surprise. A full moon sits in the sky. You better watch your...
Now at the plate, here is Charlie Culberson. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Charlie.
First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2-0. To third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
At the plate now, Nate Lowe, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
To the plate now, Adolis Garcia, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The set and the 2-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Joe Barlow will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Now to the plate, here is Bo Bichette. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The shortstop.
First pitch of the AB now. Barlow, just 24 years of age. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And now a pitch on the way. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Got him.
Now back, the first baseman.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to left is second of the game as they move out in front 7-6. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that one yanked just foul. Again, another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back homers. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now an 8-6 ball game. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. D-Row, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
DeMarcus Evans takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Now back, the designated hitter.
In now to Oscar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and gone up into the second deck. Rendell Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 17 for him on the season as they jump ahead by 3. Wow, 9 home runs. D-Row, Dan, when's the last time you saw a power performance like this from 2 competing teams?
Matty V, I can't ever recall 9 home runs in a game, D-Row. This has been a case of bad pitching, good hitting, and guys getting pitches to hit and not missing them.
Yeah, Dan, we got to love on both offenses right now. I don't think if you paid the price of admission for a ticket in the last decade, you're seeing a combined 9 home runs hit.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 8th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 9-6. Trevor Richards has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Into the box, Joey Gallo, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace. You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here comes the 1-2. Is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate now, number 6. Popped up. Guerrero has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Up next for the Rangers, Eli White, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
He's set. Here it comes. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Behind 0-2 now. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. picked him up. Simeon moving to his left. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. And now the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Jansen is below the Mendoza line, batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Fastball way outside, and that's trouble. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
A runner at second, nobody out. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Josh Spores is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Marcus Simeon will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Has a look, now the pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Espinal over at second. Jansen on at first with nobody out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Squared that one up just a little late.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 2-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Ground ball to second. This could be 2. They get the force at the plate. On to first to complete the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in will long ball threat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, George Springer, blasted a solo homer last time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here's the 1-2. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand 3. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Jordan Romano takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, David Dahl.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A 1 pitch on its way. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And he fouls this one off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. And it's fouled away. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And that at-bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Stepping in next, Nick Solak grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes. Dahl gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Now, this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
The 1-1 home. fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Digging in next, Charlie Culberson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on the way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. This is line to left. Gurriel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Texas down to their final strike in this one. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Toronto Blue Jays used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Taylor Saucedo claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jordan Romano hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat's at. Now I'm riding up the 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never brick. When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through is in the wrist.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rangers, 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.